What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So many people have reached out to me, and they feel like the guy I referred to as the Phenom. They asked me, do I still look at him as the Phenom? Do I still refer to him as the Phenom? An undefeated IBF welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Jaron Boots Ennis, who is now 33 wins, no losses, no draws, 29 wins by way of knockout, 27 years of age, 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach. Do I still view him as the Phenom after a hard-fought fight last night against Jaron okay, in a rematch of their January 7th, 2023 showdown, where they fought last night in Philadelphia? The first fight, Jaron utilized the ring a lot of movement, and Jaron Ennis won every single round, won a unanimous decision. This fight, Jaron changed up the game plan. He came forward, he was aggressive, and he was there for the pickings, and Jaron Ennis didn't close the show. He did drop Jaron in the fight, but he didn't close the show, and he got hit a lot in this fight. So do I still view him as the Phenom? Yes. Now, I will say this. Jaron Ennis' athletic ability, his skill set, his ring IQ, his talent is off the charts. His hand speed, his power, his foot speed, his range is off the charts. His commitment to the sport of boxing, off the charts. What I will say is that Jaron Ennis is distracted. He's distracted for a multiple of reasons. He's distracted. And fighting in Philadelphia, he should never do again until he solidifies himself, because he's still trying to prove himself. And fighting at home in Philadelphia and being a person who likes to put on a show and be an entertainer, it's a terrible idea. He's distracted. He's trying to make a statement. He's talking to the crowd. He's not focused. He's talking to the referee. He's getting frustrated. His body language, his gestures. He's not listening to Coach Bozy Ennis, his father, trainer, and manager. His body language when he's getting tied up and his opponent is holding him. He's distracted because the expectations is that he's the second coming of Roy Jones and Sugar Ray Leonard. And the fact that he's fighting at home and he has not gotten the big marquee name and the big marquee fight, he's trying to prove that he is the boogeyman. He's trying to prove that he is who everybody say he is, along with his natural mentality to be a showman. It doesn't mix well right now. He's distracted. And I listened to an interview done by Sean Zeitel, and it featured Radio Raheem. Shouts out to Sean Zeitel and Radio Raheem. And Radio Raheem said something very, very telling, right? And it woke me up, because he said, Jaron Ennis, and people keep saying that he fights to the level of his competition. That's not a pass for having lackluster defense. That's not a pass because you're supposed to fight to the level of your talent every time you step in the ring. You're supposed to blow out these guys that aren't on your level, and you're supposed to be making a statement that there's levels to this, and he's right. That's not an excuse. That's not a pass, because we've seen him getting hit. He got hit by Sergey Lipinets. He got hit by Jaron Chugajin. He got hit by David Avanesian, right? And myself and everybody chalks it up, including Jaron Ennis, who stated, well, it's the competition, right? He's not excited by the lack thereof of competition, and it's hard to get up. At 27, with 33 fights, you're not awarded that. Yet the expectations of you is extremely high. So, right, I agree with Radio Raheem. We and the managers and the promoters going along with this. No, you can't fight to the level of your competition. You got to blow them out the water and show that there's levels. And he doesn't do that on the defensive side. As he's on defense, he gets hit entirely too much, entirely too easy. He's staying in the pocket. He's making too many mistakes on defense. Way too many mistakes. And fighting in his hometown in Philadelphia twice, exciting, cool. Not until he secures himself to the level of Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, right? He needs not to fight there. It's too many distractions. He's trying to prove a point. He needs to go back to the drawing board. He needs to be more disciplined. And Sean Zytel said this. Floyd Mayweather used to always say, a fighter is straight up and down, meaning that he's vanilla. Jaron Ennis needs to be vanilla. He needs to be vanilla. He already has the athletic, explosive abilities. But let me tell you something about guys that rely on athletic, explosive abilities, like Roy Jones in the later part of his career, they get knocked out. When you start to rely on just your punching power, you get knocked out. You start making mistakes. You start struggling in fights. Right? And this is the problem with Jaron Ennis. He's relying too much on his athletic ability, his explosiveness, and he's not paying attention to detail. He has to give more attention to detail, especially on defense. As he's going into now, he's going into the crucial point of his career. Because now, everybody saw that, and everybody saw vulnerabilities, and everybody going to raise their hand.